Қазіргі сабақты бастамас бұрын сілтемедегі слайдты ашып алыңыз.
Алтыншы сабақ. So, today's topic is run-ons. Run-ons are also very crucial if you want to take the exam or just advanced English grammar. Okay. Now, let's look at this example. I took the SATs and I scored a 36 and I applied it to MIT and I got in. How do you think? Is this sentence run-on? Okay, what actually run-on means? Run-on means that there are some examples or sentences and they are just come before, after them, and there is no meaning. Okay. I guess that this sentence is not run-on actually because here we have conjunctions, so it's connecting them. For example, and. Now, it means it's grammatically correct. Let's look at another example. I took the SATs, I scored a 36, I applied to MIT, and I got in. So, this sentence is run-on. Why? Because they are just connected and there is no anything between them. Okay. The basic form of a run-on is a complete sentence and there is a comma between them and another complete sentence. Okay. Or complete sentence and they are not just connected with anything. What does mean complete sentence? It's independent clause including just subject and verb. Okay. But you can fix run-on in 4 ways. We will look at them later. Okay. First, he was hungry and he bought a chipotle burrito. It's a run-on sentence because the two independent clauses are connected just by comma. Okay. He it's subject. Was hungry. It's a verb, and he it's a subject, but it's a verb. And these are two independent clauses. They are just connected with comma. Okay. Next, let's see. First method is just using periods. Period instead of grammar. For example, he was hungry and he bought a chipotle burrito. Okay. This sentence is not run-on. Next, use a conjunction. So complete sentence, comma, conjunction, and second complete sentence. Okay, but this conjunction should be coordinating conjunction, not subordinating. So that's why be very careful. Okay. So what was the difference between subordinating and coordinating conjunctions? Coordinating conjunctions, they are used in order to connect two independent clauses, whereas subordinating conjunctions are used in order to connect one dependent and one independent clause. Okay. So you can just learn by heart the coordinating conjunctions by revising this very grammar. Fanboys, do you remember? F is for, O or, A and nor, B but, O or, Y yet, and S for so. Okay, so you should memorize this list because it's very important. Okay, fanboys. Here, but remember, if there is a subordinating conjunction instead of coordinating conjunction and there is only comma, this sentence is incorrect. Okay. For example, he was hungry, therefore he bought a chipotle burrito. It's incorrect because they are connected only by comma and subordinating conjunction. Okay. Also, another way is you can use the semicolon. For example, complete sentence and the next complete sentence and between them is only a semicolon. He was hungry, he bought a burrito. It's okay because two sentences are used in order to like connect two independent clauses from the meaning. And let's look at this example. He was hungry, semicolon, therefore, comma, he bought a chipotle burrito. This is correct because after the first independent clause, after the first complete sentence, there's a semicolon, and after therefore, so subordinating conjunction, it can be okay. There shouldn't be comma. Semicolon is okay. It's a rule. Just learn it by heart, okay? It's incorrect to say he was hungry, semicolon, and to put coordinating conjunction because before coordinating conjunction there should be comma, not semicolon, okay? Be very careful. Or number 4, change the wording so that you no longer have two complete sentences. Yeah, this is very, this is not very, how to say, comfortable method, but also you can use it. For example, incomplete sentence and complete sentence, like because he was hungry, he bought a burrito. Because he was hungry, it's independent clause. It's dependent clause because there is a word because. It means it's incomplete. Because if you just use alone because he was hungry, this sentence is not complete, right? From the meaning. Yeah? But he bought a burrito, it's a complete. You can just combine them with comma. Or you can use a relative clause. For example, the teacher yelled at Alicia. She had left her homework at home. The teacher, it's incorrect because there are two independent clauses and it's a run-on. They are connected only with comma. We should do the second clause dependent. So in order to make it dependent, we can use just relative clause. For example, the teacher yelled at Alicia, who had left her homework at home. Who makes the sentence dependent. The hackers copied the company's central databases. This contains sensitive data on customers. Here. These are two independent clauses and they are only connected by commas. That's why it's incorrect. In order to make this sentence correct, we should make the second sentence dependent. How can we do it? Using relative clause. The hackers copied the company's central databases. Which databases? Which contain sensitive data on customers. C. A noun phrase set off by commas. Yesterday, Russia deployed troops on the border. This is a clear violation of the peace agreement. Okay, this is a clear violation of the peace agreement. Is like independent sentence, but we should make it dependent to the first. How can we make it? We can make it just by clearing this is like yesterday Russia developed troops on the border, a clear violation of the peace agreement. Next, modifier. People named it after inventor Nikola Tesla. The Tesla coil used in radio transmitters and electrotherapy. Here, you see, people name it, and like this sentence is run-on. We can fix it. Let's look at it correct. Named after inventor Nikola Tesla. The Tesla coil is used in radio transmitters and electrotherapy. It's okay. Number 6. He's reflecting on the meaning of life. Henry tried to find philosophical answers to life's problems. Here, the main subject is Henry, right? And also he is reflecting. No, we can just do it like reflecting on the meaning of life. Henry tried to find the philosophical answers to life's problems. That's okay. And E. use and to join verbs. James turned up the music. He danced like there was no tomorrow. It's incorrect. James turned up the music and danced like there was no tomorrow. Now, you can look at these examples later. Do this. Just tell me about your reminder. If there is already a conjunction, or if we're not connecting to subject in the first place, then there is no error. For example, although the plan was perfect, the clumsy criminals who by now would have been millionaires are locked in jail cells, slowly waiting on their sentences. There is no mistake, because there are not two complete sentences, only one complete sentence, and other ones are dependent clauses. Reminder number 2. Never use more than one way of correcting a run-on within the same sentence. So you should use only one method between 4, not all of them or even 2 of them. For example, Jaron ran away last summer and I haven't seen him since. Look, we can just leave the semicolon and remove and. Or we can remove semicolon, put comma, and leave and. Okay? Next, even though the coffee in Rome is amazing, but I still like Starbucks coffee more. Look, even though it's subordinating conjunction, we can just take it away. The coffee in Rome is amazing, but I still like Starbucks coffee more. Every year my brother visits New York City, which he considers the greatest city in the world. You can just put leave the semicolon, or put instead of comma and continue with which. Number 4. Henry tripped over the rock and falling head first into the water. Here, Henry tripped over the rock and fell head first into the water. It should be correct. Running through the finish line, and Donna leaped for joy. Running through the finish line, Donna leaped for joy. I hope you got this, guys, and other parts as exercises for you at home to do. Okay?